Hello all, my name's Frances and welcome to my studio vlog. On this channel I'm documenting my art journey. I just started last year in October. I decided to start an art business and I thought I'd document the journey, show you guys what I'm doing, what I got plans for this year, and just explain the ups and downs and ins and outs of trying to start an art business. That's new. Wait. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what I'm pointing. Oh my god, this is difficult. Birdhouse. Yay. My birdhouse. I'm trying to attract birds into the boat, so we'll see if it works. So my last studio vlog, I was just explaining about what I've got planned, or what I hope to achieve in 2024. So we'll see how things go. They're not necessarily sort of like, I'm not like going to put pressure on myself and be like, I have to achieve all these things. They're purely just, I would like to have a go at doing these types of things. It's mainly just like types of products that I want to get made. But my main project that I'm working on at the moment, and if there's like one thing I want to achieve, it's this, which is to get fabric printed, like get products, my designs printed on fabric. So I got a couple of samples made in the last couple of weeks, which I'll show you. But yeah, just a little bit kind of like life update type thingy. I haven't really been doing too much in the way of art stuff. My priority at the moment, or has been this past month or 2 or 3, is just applying and looking for jobs. So yeah, that's just been my priority. But I'm going to be busy over the summer. I've got 2 jobs that I'm doing. I've got my main job that I've done for the past 4 years, I think, and then I got this new job. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The thing that I worry about summer is it's kind of like a unique boat life thing, is the heat. I think this is like our 4th year, I think, living on the boat, and the best way I can describe it is, it's like being in a hot car. Like when you're in a car on a hot day and you're there going dying, and it's like that on the boat, because you don't have a very good installation, and you're in like a metal tube. You're basically you're cooking in your own juices, and then whenever the temperature gets above sort of like 20 or something, it gets really hot. Yeah, that's the thing I'm just thinking about, like, for the summer. It's not really necessarily like work and stuff, it's just like the heat. It's whenever we get like a heat wave, it's really, really unpleasant, and also like really dangerous. I think might have been my first summer on the boat, I ended up getting heat stroke. Yeah, that was horrible. I bought an air conditioning unit last summer, thinking like, oh, it's gonna be like a total game changer. It's gonna be nice and cool on the boat. It's gonna be amazing. I can like sit here and not die. But unfortunately, it doesn't cool down the boat. You have to sit right in front of it to actually feel anything. Yeah, the boat just heats up quicker than what the air conditioning unit can cool down, basically. So fun time. Yeah, things like global warming happening, it's just going to get more heat waves and more frequently. It sucks. So yeah, that's the thing I'm just worried about just for the summer. It's just the heat, trying to deal with it. But yeah, but I'll show you my fabric samples that I've got. These are the fabric samples that I got made by a company called Contrado. I think that's how I'm saying it correctly. Contrado just sounds weird. I had a look at getting samples made through Spoonflower, because I know that's another quite popular and well-known custom fabric printing company, but Contrado is actually UK based and Spoonflower is US based, so I didn't want to get anything that was, if I could help it anyway, anything that was overseas, just because I want to be conscious of mileage, just how far things are coming or travelling from. Yeah, just trying to be a bit more sort of environmentally friendly as much as I can. So I got this toad, sort of magical toad and mushroom print done that I did on my iPad. I've got two different types of fabric. I got this cotton, and the other is a 50-50 cotton and linen mix. Yeah, this one on the website was recommended for use for like tea towels, but I don't really like it. It's too thin. It's got quite a large sort of thick weave, and the image hasn't come out very well. Like, it's very blurry. So I'm going to go with like a different, choose a different fabric for the tea towel products, and this one I'm going to keep this one, because I quite like it. But they have come out darker than what I was expecting them to, and I think the reason for that is because I use a different setting on my iPad. The colour profile that's it set to, or was set to, was display P3, which is just sort of, I think it's just a generic, it's just a default setting on Procreate. But on the website, on the Contrado website, they recommended this one that I've set to, which is sRGBIE blah blah blah, whatever, that one. That's the setting that they recommend. And so this is the original on my iPad. So this is actually set to the setting that they recommended, and it is a little bit darker. I can tell between the image that I sent off to them and this one. It still doesn't quite explain why the colours are still different. So on the iPad it's more of a sort of sage green, I would say, whereas on the print it's more of like a foresty green. And you can probably just about make out the ferns in the background, whereas obviously on the iPad you can see them clearly. I don't know whether that makes much of a difference with the colour profile, but I'd have to obviously send off like another sample to see if it does make a difference. But yeah, I definitely would always get a sample made. There's no way I'll just sort of buy like a bulk order without sort of not knowing. But for next time around, I'm definitely going to sort of make sure that it's set to the colour profile what they recommend. And I think I definitely want these, like the images, bigger, because they're probably a little bit smaller than what I would kind of probably want anyway. I probably want them like just a little bit bigger. I wouldn't mind doing, like, actually getting this fabric made into sort of, you know, bigger pieces, but I would probably not have my witch toad, just because it'd have to be a lot bigger than all my other images, because his sort of detail is lost even on this smoother fabric. Obviously I've got to be aware that the fabric is printed at 200 DPI, so detail and stuff is obviously going to be lost. So obviously images would have to be bigger, and I do detailed stuff anyway, so I'm not going to change my art style just to sort of fit into something. I'm just going to have to make them bigger. That's just kind of what I'm just going to have to do. It's a lot easier if you're like this. Your images are obviously a lot simpler, using maybe only like a handful of colours. You know, you can get quite small images, but obviously with my kind of art style, it's I'm going to have to do them bigger. But yeah, I'm glad I got the fabric samples made, because it's nice to sort of actually see the process come to life a little bit more, and also, you know, it's good to do these things so you can kind of discover mistakes or anything, or any issues for the future. So, but what I'm going to do next is go through my my swatch samples that I've got, and pick a different fabric for the tea towels that I want to get made. I keep saying tea towels, but there's obviously other things that I'm going to make from it, but just for now I'm just referring to it as tea towels. Yeah, pick a different one, pick a different fabric for that. I think I'll stick with this one, and I might have a look at, got another box of swatch patches as well, so probably look through that as well and see if there's anything in there I quite like. I've done a couple of little illustrations. I've done this moth. I put them up on Instagram, but I've done like an owled moth. So I've got plans to do like another fabric pattern with this. I thought that could look quite nice as a pattern with lots of different. I didn't know whether to do like different types of moth, or whether just to stick with the owl-eyed moth. I don't know. But anyway, I did a snail as well. This is just completely random, like a rainbowy, pastel-y snail. I really like his skin actually. Again, I put all these up on my Instagram page. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about my snail. I mean, all these little illustrations are like, they can be stickers. I can do like, there's like little mini prints. I can just, I don't know, they're a lot more universal what I can do with them. But I do have plans on doing like a fabric pattern with the moths. I need to do some more. I think at the moment, yeah, I haven't really, this is just like a quite short video. I haven't really done much. Like I said at the start of the video, I've just been prioritising like job hunting. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll stick around and keep up with how I'm doing. Yeah, hopefully things will get a bit more into like the swing of things as I sort of, you know, get more products in, get like money in. That's like the biggest issue really. Yeah, I think hopefully things will just sort of be a bit more like I can kind of film and show more like stuff going on. At the moment it feels a bit sort of like a little bit here and a little bit there, and it's just not much happening. So yeah, hopefully things will pick up a bit later on in the year. So thanks again for watching, and see you later. Bye.